on our podcast. I had to look
Intrigue.
it up. Yeah, I had to look it up and I figured out what it was. And one of my short stories, it came up too, and it targets newly published YouTube videos. But we had 4 likes last week and no dislikes. So Selena, you forgot to dislike my video
Oh,
again.
stop it. I never disliked it in the first place.
Okay, then we outro. At the end, Boom, we ask where people can find us. If you have a YouTube channel or a Twitter account. If not, just say you can find me in the Crucible, you can find me playing PvE or whatever.
I mean, I have a Twitch, but I don't
Okay.
really stream a bunch.
Well, you can still say it's there, it exists. It's up to you what you say. I think, what was it? Was it last week? BC, you were said that you can find me in my living room or something.
Yes, Dim. Yes, he is. Dim's watching and commenting.
Oh, you got your stream going already?
Yeah.
You are the behind the scenes.
Dim stinky.
I would think the biggest question, if I was watching your stream, I would be like, you guys actually have a production meeting? You guys actually take notes? You actually like put thought into this? Because it really doesn't seem like it. When
That's what I'd be asking too.
Wait, notes?
But yeah, Dim was asking if you were on Boom. Do you want to say hi to Dim, Boom?
Hi, Stinky. I'm mad at him for abandoning us
Yeah,
and
I know,
our raid
right?
team.
Yep.
We had a good thing going with raid clears under 30 minutes, and now they take 2.5 hours.
All because Dim left.
Yep, all Dim's fault.
Now, Selena, as long as you got Dread on the hook, if VA doesn't show up in the next 15 minutes, we can do an emergency substitution.
Hey, you're the one. You can ask him. He's listening.
Dread, you got another hour after 8 o'clock to be a guest host if VA doesn't show up?
Have we not heard from VA?
Boom and I talked to her, was it Saturday night?
Yes.
And she was the one that kind of talked Boom into coming.
Okay.
So she said she was going to more than likely be there, but that doesn't mean she's not
You
en
have
route.
you have Dim's attention, Shady.
Okay.
So.
I'm going to invite him to the party, and he can come hang out, and just if VA shows up, he can just mute his mic, and he can listen to us live over the party.
No, Dim's stinky.
We should start charging for that, though.
Are we gonna be in the helm, Boom?
Yes,
Okay.
please. Otherwise, I'm gonna get kicked every 13 seconds.
Okay. Dim is making dinner.
Damn.
Anybody got any questions about anything?
No.
I think my quote's a little long today. Maybe I'll just shorten it.
Hey, it's your moment. Don't be shy.
Your moment.
Everyone got the emotes they want?
Come here.
There's stuff in my box.
Yeah? I saw you were looking at crows, so is that related?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a clean show. Well, not your channel. You can do whatever you want on your channel.
Teehee. What up, Dame?
Hey, Dredge.
Hey, Trader. I'm getting an echo with someone.
It shouldn't be any of us. I think all of us are using headphones.
Hello?
Hello?
I hear it from Selena, too.
Dredge, you sound like you're
probably
talking
them.
from in a different room.
Hello? Not Selena.
Okay.
Ah, he's on his phone.
He's talking on his phone. Yes,
It does. Sounds like you're
Hello?
underground.
Hello.
I think I'm echoing with BC.
That's strange.
A little bit.
Oh, now it went
How
away.
are
Okay.
you? I was about to say, how are you echoing with me? Because there is absolutely no sound coming through.
I
the TV.
have a brand new headset and it's touchy.
Dimothy.
Alright.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, so Dread VA's MIA. So we may need a quick switcheroo. Only thing you need is a top 3, something in Destiny. Top 3, anything. Top 3. You can go at top 3. Top 3 games in your childhood. Top 3 games you're playing now. I mean, it's freedom.
Well,
You can't just say Miss Pac-Man 3 times.
then she's gonna appear and like
In the mirror.
bite your head off.
She's gonna turn you into a fruit.
And eat you.
I just got a message from Witch or something from Witch. I don't know what that is.
Little
I got her
black
logo.
box. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
got too.
Like short bus slow or
So,
priorities.
mm,
You have to put the podcast in front of everything in your life. I mean, we might get 100 views. This was
Don't
the
you mess with
time
my buried
everyone.
treasure.
We all agreed that this time was convenient. We can start late. We started at 9 o'clock last week.
Yeah, I
So-
kind of have a thing tonight.
We
Your
have to start
tantric thing is not a thing.
It's a thing. It's a big thing.
We have to be done by 9, Selena?
What now?
Do we have to be done by 9? Or do you, it's a joke? I don't know.
She's gonna be done by 9.
I mean, when are we starting?
It's up to you guys. I'm not the emperor here. I'm not a dictator. I just facilitate. Keep you guys focused. And how late? I mean, is it 5 minutes or 45 minutes?
well, she said her server is taking forever.
So maybe that's like her waitress
I would imagine
or
either
her waiter.
Yeah, I would imagine she's either just getting her food or trying to get the check to leave. So she's probably going to be, I'd say, at least 10 minutes.
Oh, you're so fluffy.
We'll just wait for her.
That's what I'm saying, at least
Ew.
10 minutes. Because we don't know, you know.
Dread,
Your
everybody quiet.
beard's
Dread,
all wet, cat.
would you like to be a guest host anyway? If VA does show up, we can do that. We have the power.
I got the power.
They have...
By the power of Grayskull.
Well, you're the one doing all the Spotify stuff. You're like our engineer. You're like
Yeah.
You're like one of our employees. Did you know we have a sponsor for our Spotify? Anchor is our sponsor. That was you. That was you.
Tee.
Okay, see, I told BC, it sounded like Dread, but I wasn't sure. You did a good job with that. It sounded professional. I mean, it really did. I used to work in radio. I'm an authority. Well, I think we should. It's a free app, so I mean, we should look into using it, maybe. Well, the ones we have the first 4 on Spotify now, and it sounds fine. It actually sounds better than the YouTube channel.
I've had
Time of my life. No one never felt
You know what, I'm going to put my
this way
Scooter
before.
Man armor.
Now, Dread and Selena,
I'm going to put on my
last
Scooter
week
Man
there was
armor.
no F-bombs in the show. It can be done.
Oh,
Are you sure about that?
yeah,
I'm here.
it's boom. It's not me I'm worried about this time.
Fuck you. I mean...
Wah, wah.
We do not edit anything. We do not beep anything. We don't have music. We don't have a logo. We just go. And what you get is what you get.
I'm actually in here as a Titan instead of my Warlock.
Do whatever you want. You did. You jumped right after your commercial. It jumped right into me saying "alrighty then." So I was digging it.
You're shooting. You're using the shooting
Selena
trick.
is. She's being the butthead. My tree. No.
Shoot that
You
damn
still there?
tree.
Oh, there. Now it's gone.
She's using the shooting trick.
By the way, Selena, BC won best emote for 2 weeks ago because I thought it was you playing Guardian Hockey at the end of that podcast, but it was actually BC
Okay.
doing Guardian Hockey. So
Okay.
he won, but I blamed you, and you were innocent. But you deserve that because you played Guardian Hockey at any given opportunity ever.
Meow. Meow.
Inspired by.
Meow. Meow. Burbs. I need to TT real quick.
Go ahead. If you want to be on the podcast, switch to a better mic. You're welcome. I mean, this. She can hop on too if she wants. She can't find it.
But
10 minutes
Okay.
wait, she says.
That's fine. That is 100% fine. Tell her that's fine. We're waiting. No hurry. Say, no hurry.
Okay.
We're waiting. Be safe.
Hey, Witch, it's fine.
We're waiting. No problem. So you're off the hook, Dread, for top 3. It's VA's problem now. Do you want to introduce a segment for yourself, Dread?
Yes! Dad rap with Dim Dread.
he's going to be the technical guy, so, I mean, he could do a technical section.
I got my
Well, it's not
sweaty
too long.
loadout on too. The drill. The whoop whoop. That's amazing.
That's funny. I like that. I like that.
Is he kicking somebody's ass? I'm making a tree with dance. You know, if you do that dance while you're in a raid, you plant the flag under the map.
Didn't I know that?
Which dance?
The one Shady just did in front of me. That one. If you do it like when he does the first little hand thing, you plant the flag underneath the map upside down.
Do I sound any better now?
I hear an echo. Now I hear an echo.
Again,
See,
I'm trying to leave the
not
party
soon.
on my phone, and it's being very slow. The app is not
Okay,
optimized for mobile, barely. There we go.
You sound fine. Go with that.
Some of them better.
Thanks, baby.
Darling.
I'm about to throw some pork chops on. You guys are gonna get some pretty good ASMR.
Oh, yeah.
I'll actually mute the mic. It's fine.
Please God, do that.
Why? You don't like pork? Searing?
No.
Covered in spices and herbs?
Well, I haven't eaten since Friday. I'm fucking hungry.
Dude, today is a lot. It's not Friday anymore. You need to
I
eat
know.
some. Eat
I
some.
know.
Easter's over, man.
You don't have to
Yeah.
fast anymore.
It's not really fasting, but
It's
not on
slow-
purpose
slowing.
anyways.
Go buy some food.
Yeah, I would, but I just found out they are reducing my paycheck again because of child support, so I'll be making less than $100 a month.
Ouch.
That is...
That's unfortunate.
Tell me about
criminal.
it.
Shit.
If you live closer to me, I could really hook you up with food, man.
He could hook you with all kinds of the food.
I
Edibles?
could get you almost 100 pounds of food every 2 weeks. And it's good stuff, too. It's not just beans and chickpeas. I've got name brand stuff. I got all kinds of meat. Turkey
got a
breast,
lot of
bro, size of a football, and I'm not kidding.
Goodness.
Damn.
I give out 10,000 pounds of food a month to a very small community.
Wow. That's good.
120,000 pounds last year. I doubled the production of the pantry once they hired me to run it.
You know what? I'm gonna do this.
Okay, so next time I buy a sign about the Destiny podcast, it's going to say Destiny podcast, 4
With
Guardians,
people.
and a guest whenever we can start. Instead
Ha.
of Mondays at 8.
Or it could just, like, because sometimes
Look,
you don't have, like, 4
I'm
guardians,
every
so it
type
could
of
just be, like,
hunter.
an amount of guardians and
Solar.
a guest.
Well,
Void.
there's a thing about
Or
when people pick
stasis.
something
Goodness.
to watch, if it has a number, they're more likely to click on it.
Really?
Yes, it's scientific fact. And people are sheep. I've noticed even in my pantry, every different item on I have like 45 different items on my one shelves, and people will pick from almost the same. 95% will pick from the same spot every time,
What
and
the
I have no
heck?
idea why. There's some kind of
No
science
matter
to
what
it.
you put there?
It depends on the stuff that's not going quick enough. I put on the upper shelf. People will take it more then, or I have to make a different display. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's an attractive display, they're more willing to take it.
What if they're like, oh man,
there's a whole
that's
science
on the top
behind it.
shelf.
There is.
Not gonna- ain't
You ever
nobody
watch?
want
You ever
that.
watch Bar Rescue? I mean, that's
Oh,
it's all about
yeah.
all about the
Too.
science. It's the same thing with the supermarket. It's all about science.
Bring the
things that are
product forward. Label
things
forward.
that are-
Come on.
label forward,
They want
eye
shit.
level, because people are lazy. So unless it's
Yeah.
something they really want, if they have to reach for
There's
it, they
Selena.
won't. Hate to say it, I'm one of those people, but yeah.
Well, you see, because of my job, after every household goes through my pantry, I have to go through and reface everything. So when I go shopping somewhere, I take something from the back, or I face it out. I'll take something and then bring the next one up and put it in the front with label facing out.
Put the newer product in the back.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to bread, guys, everyone, the fresher bread's in the back.
Usually when I go to the store, though, stuff is pretty fresh because there's so much traffic, you know? Especially
Yeah,
on,
well-
like,
Yeah.
bread and stuff. You know?
I've got a rule because we're a contract with the food bank. Everything that comes through my front door has to leave within 3 months, regardless of the expiration date. People ask me, "Do you do that?" I say, "No, it doesn't last 3 weeks on my shelves." Are you kidding me?
These shelves? Yeah, right.
There's so much activity.
Have you seen these shelves?
Oh my goodness.
These shelves are thick.
I got some.
I'll send you. I'll send you.
shelves.
Did I ever send you a copy of a picture of my pantry?
No.
I-
Me? No.
You see this
Okay.
general,
Alright, late
Shady's
12.
general store.
It is. It's like a mom and pop store. It's got a wooden barrel and a milk jug and old bottles and stuff. The old pantry before I remodeled it had 14 choices before you got to the cooler. I've got 45.
They're measly.
I got ice cream coming Thursday and
Fuck
cake.
yeah. Cake?
If you're a first timer and you come to my pantry, you leave with a Klondike bar every time.
Every time.
I buy them personally and take them in. Yeah.
Oh, Shady. That's so sweet.
Mm-mm.
Well, people come in, they're shy and timid, and they don't want to be there, but they have to be. So, I mean, some women come in half in tears. You know, like they just took their 3 kids and left their husband because he's an asshole, and she's can't feed them. So she's half in tears, doesn't want to do this. She's ashamed, thinking it's going to be like a handout. Like, hey, what's up? Let's go. I have her laughing by the time she leaves. Like, I don't want that. Save it for somebody else. I go, screw you. I got 3,000 pounds of food coming tomorrow. Take it. I need room.
Right.
I don't care if you're gonna
You're
eat it
doing
or
me the
not.
favor.
Why?
That's the rookie.
This is
doing me the
not
favor.
an option. If you do not take this, we have a problem.
You are a
Take the
customer.
food.
And just like Walmart, without customers, they closed the store. So you guys got to keep coming in, please.
Take the fucking food. Oh, sorry. Are we live?
On my stream.
On the After Dark version
The
of the
unofficial.
podcast. I haven't started streaming
Unofficial
yet.
side stream.
For Guardians and a guest, unofficial.
Yeah, we don't want this one on Spotify.
I've
Good.
got blocks. I've got blocks in my hands.
Does anyone have any questions about the podcast? So I went over stuff briefly. I mean, we're getting better because we don't need as much coaching as we did like week 1. But I've got 6 fake Twitter questions. We got roundtable about the Grandmaster Nightfalls, a hot topic from Selena, top 3 from VA, Twitter questions, stats, outro. That's an hour. It actually takes an hour to do those 5 things.
Basic things.
So what are we going to call you, Dredd? Because you're not a guest. Boom's the guest. Are you a special?
Can I be a guy?
A reoccurring
Reoccurring
character.
special guy.
Can I just be?
We can
Hitchhiker?
introduce him as our new, I don't know, our new
Engineer
guy.
tech.
IT, the 4 Guardians of the Guest IT guy.
IT guy?
It's the it guy.
I'm just a guy. I'm a promoter of sorts.
You're the guy in the chair.
I'm the guy.
You guys
Can I
can
be
use
the
this.
guy in
Quick,
the
a quick,
chair?
the funniest thing I heard an IT guy say was he went to somebody I was working with. It wasn't me. He messed up his computer somehow and couldn't figure it out, so he had to call IT. The IT came over and did like 5 seconds. You know how they these 5 seconds and everything's fine. The guy goes, "What was the problem?" He goes, "It was an ID 10T error." He goes, "What?"
Idiot
I go,
error.
ID 10T. Write it out. ID10T.
That
You're
is
an
a-
idiot.
Yeah, that is a popular IT error.
Yeah.
Am I just too stupid to get that joke, or is it not funny?
Write it down.
Idiot.
Selena.
I can-
10.
I don't.
10, the number 10, and a T. It spells idiot.
You have to be smart to get it like me.
The 10 is an I and an O. Just say,
It's an idiot error.
It's a I didn't plug my mouse in error.
Uh-oh.
You gotta
That's-
plug it in.
the first question is your computer plugged in?
Plug it in.
Do you even have a computer? No?
If it doesn't
We're gonna
doesn't
have to get
fix
one.
by turning it off, turning it back on, I just punch it until it works.
Sometimes that works though, is the crazy thing.
When
Just
in
kick
doubt,
it.
power out. All right, who here in this
Knock it out.
party has never blown on a Nintendo cartridge thinking it's gonna work?
Oh, it totally does work.
It
What are you
does
talking
work.
about?
It works.
I know, but it
They
did. But was it
busted
the
it,
blowing, or it
but-
just happened to make a connection?
No, and
You know what's
no,
really
I will
funny?
tell you
It
exactly
works.
why it does work. Is
Okay.
because your little
I'm
spittle
always-
particles
Ah.
got on there and increased the conductivity, whatever, and connectivity between like the shit. That and you blew dust away from it probably, which was probably inhibiting that. But like the spittle thing is.
Like,
You know what's really
on,
funny is if
Excite
you
Bike,
read the
work.
if you
Yeah,
read
it
the
says
back
don't
of the
blow on it.
cartridges, it said "Do not
Do
blow."
not. Yep.
Or
Yeah, don't blow me.
Yep, do not blow into. Yeah, it says that's what it says.
And I think I recently seen something that they actually said it didn't even do anything.
it does.
There
Wow,
we go.
Selena, you got your camera on. Oh my God,
Hi, Shady.
Oh my
first time.
No, not the first time.
VA, come on. I'm gonna get started. I'm excited about this episode.
are you watching your stream right now?
I'm almost done cooking dinner. So I'm gonna eat it
Aw.
on. No, I'm not gonna eat it on mic. That would be horrible.
If
Please
you're gonna
don't do
eat
that.
during the
That's
podcast,
such
get
a
He's
some
pet
potato
peeve.
eaten
chips
on,
or
you've eaten on
pretzels or
mic
something.
so many times before.
Get
I
something
know.
really,
It's
really
not
good.
It
like-
is so frustrating for me
I'm gonna eat
to listen
one
to
on the
people
cob.
chew their goddamn food.
Yeah, no,
I
and,
wanna ask
and
you,
Dim
are
is
you
not
eating
subtle about
gravel?
it at all. Dim is a lip smacker, hard and heavy,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like
It tastes
you can
better
tell.
when you sound
Oh yeah,
like
you
that.
can tell he's thoroughly enjoying his food.
Oh, I do enjoy it. Sam hates how I eat.
But yeah,
I fucking eat it. I eat it up.
These are the kind of things that are not going to be on the podcast.
I might not even be on the podcast. I'm just gonna.
It's your call, Dred. The invitation's
I think
open,
I'll
always.
I'll listen.
You gonna listen live?
Yeah, listen live. If that's alright.
where?
Is that your final decision? Because I won't give you an introduction if you're not gonna be on the podcast.
What was the
Yeah,
last
I'm just gonna
message
be a
from
ghost
DA?
host. Can I be a ghost host?
That's cute.
You want to
That's
say hi
cool.
to people? I mean,
I'm shy. I'm just joking.
you were an amazing guest, Dred. So I mean, that was the thing.
I mean, and they couldn't even see what I look like. Shit.
Well, maybe
They might have been
BC,
scared
I think
away by the
BC. If we do Anchor,
manly
we may have to do Discord
facial hair.
also. I'm not sure Anchor's gonna put all of our faces on the same page. I think it just takes the audio and
I think it's just the audio. Yeah.
distributes it to several
So
podcast
Discord-
sites.
On Discord, you can put it all together.
We can all be on the same page. See all of us.
I could look it up if
Like
you
the
guys
Brady
are
Bunch?
going to.
Yeah, like a Brady Bunch, and you can pick
I'll
which
look
square
it
you want
up.
to be. Dred, there's financial
Yay.
rewards in
Good
it.
evening,
Yay,
everyone.
VA!
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
How you doing, VA? Thank you for showing up.
I am doing excellent. Sorry I'm a little late. We were having a celebratory
okay.
dinner as my son got his name changed, finalized.
Congratulations on that, by the way.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Hey, 8 o'clock's a shot. If we go 8:15, we went 9 o'clock last week. So, I mean, it's not a set in stone. We start it and no one's here kind of thing. Of course, I did buy a $20 sign that says Mondays at 8 p.m., but you
You just put on like you use Sharpie and put 8-ish.
Monday-ish. Monday-ish.
Yes.
Okay, VA.
No, I was at dinner and I was like, uh-oh, it's about that time.
Yeah. You got your top 3? That's pretty much your only thought you got to put in the list.
I do, actually. I had to think of it, and
Okay,
not for
we'll
lack
save it.
of
We'll
any input
surprise us.
from 2 teenagers, but yes.
Okay.
I was like,
So
come on,
many
boys, what would you want
emotes.
to hear about? And they're like, I don't know.
It's okay
Duh.
to outsource.
That is not surprising.
Hey, they're both gamers, so, you know.
Yeah, but
What can I say?
they're teenage
I
boys.
spawned a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're
Spawned a
18
gamer.
and 17. So,
VA, you're on
you know,
Ladies of
they
Destiny,
should know.
right?
I am. I'm in that group. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't game with them, but I am on that Facebook group.
Same,
So I do
same,
see
same.
some of the sad,
But yeah,
You
sad
I love
stuff.
it. I love it. Like when they're talking about like, oh, you know, my Titan husband and my hunter self made like a baby, and we hope it's a warlock.
Oh yeah. And then the way
And,
they
like-
name them, like little Cade and all
Oh
that.
God,
yeah.
yes. Oh God, yes.
And
So
some of the
into
crafting
it.
projects they come up with too.
Oh
is quite
God, some of them
impressive.
are amazing. Amazing. Yeah. And just
None of
like some of
that's
the Guardian self portraits, like be they like, you know,
Mhm.
anime style or like super game style realistic. Some of them are like
Yeah, I like being in that
amazing.
group, but it also breaks my heart too hearing about some of the toxic
Oh,
BS,
God,
and
yeah.
that some of the women are willing to put up with. They're like, "Oh, tell me what to do." It's like they're toxic. You leave. I mean,
Yeah.
why is this even a question?
Yeah.
Is my thought. But yeah, I guess I'm just smart enough that I'm just like, there's better things to do in life than put up with that. So
Exactly.
you know, you got.
And I don't know if it's, you know, because I don't like I don't know, maybe I've lived long enough, definitely lived long enough, but lived long enough to like recognize those things from guys and like kind of nip it in the bud. At least, you know, don't accept friend requests, don't join clans with, you know, people that are like sketch and whatnot. It's just
In real life, guys don't have female friends.
Except
They have
your-
female friends they haven't slept with yet.
Except you're friends
I
with me,
disagree
Bat,
with
and
that.
Cat.
whatever. You guys
just-
are
this is
fine.
gay,
You're a little
dude.
rough
This is
around the
gay.
edges sometimes. but you guys are good guys.
We're
So
going live in 3 minutes, guys.
that's not
Just
that's not what I
FYI.
mean. I mean guys
Okay.
that are not good
I
guys.
know what you mean.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I've settled on it. I'm gonna be a ghost host.
So you're not going to say
I
anything
love
ever?
that
Just listen
term.
out.
I'm sorry. I'm in love
I
with
know.
that
Hey,
term.
Luna, give me that.
Jesus.
She got a friggin' thinger that she wasn't supposed to have.
A thinger. I love you.
Yeah,
A
thinger.
friggin' thinger. When are we going live?
2 minutes.
Okay.
All right, I'm muting and then I'm gonna eat some corn on the cob. So
Alright, sounds
Thank
good.
you.
Boom.
Ice cream before it
I
melts.
got your questions.
Okey-dokey.
I will ask them. I may word them a little bit different, but
That's
it'll
fine.
still be the general.
Those are rough questions.
And Boom,
I
you
mean,
got a
it took me
question ready
this
for
long.
us?
So. Yes.
Hey, Shady, did I...
Awesome.
You're still watching the stream?
Yes.
Here, let me show you something real quick,
Are
actually.
you
And
going to
it
flash
still
me?
goes what?
Let me
BC?
show you
God,
something.
no.
Ooh, wait, what? Huh?
It goes BC, Shady,
I'll be on the
Selena,
stream
me,
in a
right?
second.
It's going to go VA, Selena, BC, and then Boom for the intro.
Flash definitely got my attention.
So I'm first? Okay. Yay.
Oh, am I supposed to say something in the beginning?
We all have our taglines when we first start, but you're being the guest, you don't need one.
Sorry, this is
Just say
my
boom shakalaka.
this is my blue hair that I just... I mean, not
You're-
just, but recently.
You're talking, and your stream is about 45
I know.
seconds behind.
I know it is. But you'll see it here in a second.
I see it, yeah, I see it. Yeah. And by
Oh,
the
yeah.
way, the cord, is that a cord you wear around? What do you wear around your neck? Is
It's
that
a choker.
necklace?
A collar.
It's a choker.
It's a kitty. It's a kitty
It's
collar.
a choker that I've had for literally almost 20 years.
It's a kitty collar.
She was born with that choker.
No,
on.
my sister got it for me.
Thought you were going to be muted, Dread.
Get
I had
in mind.
a witty contort I wanted to add.
Retort. Contort with me, you bending
know.
funnily.
I did, I
funny.
did it around it. Just made
Contortion.
it fit so well.
Oh, this is going to be a good podcast. This is going to be our best one ever.
Oh, shush your face.
You're
I'm
welcome.
sure it will be.
You can have a lesson on Selena E's. Shut your face means this. Meow meow means this. Wah wah means that. Okay, we're going to start in seconds, guys. If everyone wants to be quiet, please.
I'm gonna do the interview sitting just like this.
That's not so much quiet. Wow, that was the opposite of what I wanted to do with my camera. Dread, you're going to have to edit out most of this for the Spotify.
That's fine. Just clap really loud right before you start talking so I can see the spike. You know what I mean?
God, I can't. I don't know. I have this taped down.
Like,
It
do
should
one
be
of these.
A lot better.
Well, I'm gonna have to look at that one now, but do. Yeah, something.
Alrighty then. Guess who is back? Hello and welcome to a Destiny community podcast for Guardians and a guest. Episode number 5, folks. Number 5. With me as always, I have VA.
Yes, I can drive a stick.
Selena.
Meow, meow.
And BC.
You can take away my house, all my tricks and toys. One thing you can't take away, I am Iron Man.
Okay, and we have a special guest this week. He's been asking to be on for over a year, even though this is our 5th episode. It's Boom. How's it going, Boom?
Yeah, just here.
Okay. BC, we are still not on Discord. Is that a fact?
That is true, but we are now on Spotify and have a sponsor, so I'm actually working on figuring out how to work that. So our sponsor is Anchor. From what I understand, it's an app that we can use kind of the same way we use Discord, and hopefully we'll be on Anchor soon, and you'll be able to see us.
I think Anchor is only like Spotify, and it's a free app though, and they distribute it to different spots like Spotify or Apple Podcasts, and maybe even iHeartRadio. So we definitely got to look into it. And yeah, that's a thing. Okay, the award for the best emote from last week, because we are not on Discord. We had to hang out in the tower for an hour and just look like idiots doing emotes. The winner, it's a tie. I couldn't decide. It's a tie between Selena and VA. for your Harry Potter invisible cloak that you wore. And you had a mute must have been on too because
competitive ostrich racing comes but like once in a blue moon, and we gotta
invitational. You had to go. How'd you guys do? Any ribbons?
Well, VA. You know, do you wanna...
Did you place in the top 3 in any event? It's a whole weekend thing.
Sadly, no.
Okay. Better luck next year.
We had wagers going, so I said that you were going to cheat and that you were going to take your broom and shove it in between Selina's ostrich's legs while it was running. Did this happen?
I hate to disappoint, but I try to compete with honor.
Yes,
so no.
But we also said Selina being a cat, we'd land on her feet.
Well, actually, being a cat, I kind of mauled my ostrich. It's just a large bird, right? That's what I thought. I mean, they all started running, and there were feathers in my face, and VA was out ahead, and I think I actually spooked. I mean, thank you, VA, for not, wanting to... But yeah, I think I spooked her ostrich, but yeah.
I have a prediction right now. Boom's going, why did I agree to this? That's what Boom's saying right now.
Not true.
Good, because the first segment of the podcast is the interview. BC, you're up.
All right, so let me get everything together here. Okay, pull everything up. Crap, I lost it all. Ah, well. Let's start anyway, off the top. So, Boom.
Yes, sir.
You happen to be in our clan, and you do a lot of kind of sherpering with the clan and running through raids. What draws you to doing that and actually being such an active clan member trying to pull people through these activities?
I believe you're only as strong as your weakest link, but if everyone knows what they're doing and learns the right steps on how to do it, then there's not really many weak links.
Okay, so it's kind of a Three Musketeers vibe there, all for one and one for all?
Pretty much.
Okay. And with spending so much time gaming, kind of, if you don't mind me asking, what's your personal life like? What do you do for a living?
Well, after I got out of the army, I spent some time jumping from job to job, but kind of fell into one I love now, which is personalized private home care for the elderly and disabled, like hospice care and stuff like that.
Well, I'm going to have to say thank you on two fronts. Thank you for your service, and thank you for the care you provide. I've had to deal with hospice care personally, and my father is actually in that field as well, so I know it's a lot of work. It's not necessarily easy, but you provide a wonderful service, so thank you very much for that. To move on, let's move into a little bit more game oriented information. So what's your favorite content? I know I said I've seen you do a lot of raids, but is that kind of your favorite content, or is there something else that you like?
I'm gonna have to say either raids or the dungeons, just because it requires a team, and you play Destiny because it's a multiplayer game. You didn't buy it to do solo stuff. So I prefer working with a team, and it's just a better vibe there for me.
Okay. Like that. Definitely, community is a big thing with Destiny. So that's wonderful. About now, when it comes to this, I'm gonna let you know this is a dangerous question. So you might want to be careful with your answer, because we have a number toter here in our podcast. But about how much time do you think you spend on Destiny?
Speaking bluntly, way too much. I spend roughly half a day on Destiny, just trying to help people in the clan or, stuff like that.
Do you have any stats, any numbers you want to tote for us?
I've got roughly, I think I'm almost up to 3,000 hours game played in just Destiny 2 alone. Most of it is raids, which I think I have about 500 hours in raids alone.
Casual.
Ooh. Oh, I was gonna say he's coming
Wow.
for you, Shady, but
I have
Shady's
almost
throwing
double.
out casual.
Impressive.
I have
Yes,
almost
but
double
how
hours.
much is in raids, Shady?
Yeah, how much
About
is that in
point-
raids in Crucible?
0.5% and 0.4 of that was TARDIS fan do for me.
Yeah, see, I run all my
Yeah.
own stuff.
Ooh,
I still get the
fired.
guns. I still get the guns.
Shots fired, gauntlets thrown. All right, here's a really good question with everything that's going on, especially since we have somebody taking over for Luke Smith. If you had the opportunity to ask the devs one question, what would it be?
Why the heck did they change Crucible?
Nice catch.
Why did they
Yes.
take it out of skill
job, Bill.
based and make it connection based?
Oh, amen. I'd
For
pay
sure,
for
for
that,
sure.
for answers with that one.
I'm
Sure.
I'm rocking a 1.2 KD on trials, regular Crucible comp. It's all pretty much the same for me, and I'm fighting people who have 3.0 KDs, and I'm just getting wrecked, and it makes it not fun. Makes me not want to do it anymore.
So speaking of that, even without the changes, prior to the changes that they made here, going from skill based to connection based, since you seem to be into your stats with Crucible, how do you feel about some of the talks that are going around about the background manipulation? So it tries to keep you around a 50% win ratio.
I'm gonna have to say that's not entirely true. I feel like that stat is kind of padded by the streamers and like the YouTube streamers, the Twitch streamers, stuff like that. They seem to really listen to them more. So if there's like any sort of complaint, the devs will immediately jump on what they say compared to the average gamer when it comes to Crucible.
Okay. So you feel like your numbers are lower than 50%?
Yes.
Or okay.
Oh, they're much lower. Like, I want to say last time I looked on the actual Destiny website, I was at like a 30% win rate.
Okay.
I mean, I still pull 20 plus kills a game, but I just get paired with people who are sitting AFK in spawns, or just the other team is just that much more superior than my team. I feel like it's just stasis is still a big issue with Warlocks because of the recent buff and the nerf to Hunters and Titans. I just feel like it's so unbalanced that it makes it just almost unplayable for the average player.
Boom, do you think that stasis has made Crucible in general, regardless of class, an unplayable mode?
Very much so.
I do. You can't go 10 feet without getting frozen.
It's just dust field grenades and Titan supers, or Titans that can skate across the map in a matter of 3.5 seconds from spawn to spawn. It's just
but sliding
so
Titan's
broken.
not fun.
No, especially when they can launch you halfway across the map, and then they just turn around and just punch somebody else with the same exact move because they get it back so quick.
All right, Boom,
So
you got
you're-
something?
so
you,
you're
got you got a question for us, Boom?
I do. What made all of you join the clan? Dads of Destiny.
Ooh.
Well,
You got to call out who answers first.
I was gonna say.
We'll go down the line here, VA.
Dads of Destiny in general is because I like their motto of family, work, fun. Specifically through Rocket Sauce, you were one of the people that made me choose this clan.
I appreciate that.
Because of your spirit of helping people.
Always. How about BC?
Actually, I joined DoD in Destiny 1 because at the time I was going through a rough spot in my life, and they were running a streamathon to donate the proceeds to a different member of DoD for one of their family members. And
Breathe Easy? Was it the Breathe Easy stream?
it might have been.
Okay.
But it was just one of those. It was one of those things to see that and to see that kind of community and that action for for somebody that, majority of the people didn't even know, just happened to be a member of the same clan, and for them to, do a stream to raise money to help with medical expenses. I was sold. And so the first clan that I ever joined in Destiny was DoD Ronin Dark. Sadly enough, they disbanded at the beginning of D2, so I had to find a new home, but stayed in, after a while, ended up coming back to DoD and loving it ever since.
Good to hear. I'm glad you're where you're at now, by the way. Selena, how about you?
Actually, I think I followed people to DoD. But it was a situation where I think people that it was Dim and Mish and, BC and a bunch of people who we were all, friends with, ended up, getting together with a bunch of, guys from DoD, I think, just randomly. I think typically is kind of how it works. And then our clan kind of started dissolving, and we decided to petition for acceptance into the mighty DoD clan. So we were lucky enough to be accepted in, and it has been awesome. So that's good.
Awesome. How about you, Shady?
Well, BC's been my close friends forever, and he was trying to recruit me over there, and I had no problem with it. I know the origins of DoD. One of the podcasts that I have been watching for years, one of the members there, Pope Bear, was one of the founders of Dads of Destiny, because he's a school principal at the time. He could only play Destiny 2 to 5 hours a week. I can't imagine that. That's on the way to the bathroom. I played that on the way to the bathroom. But he, wanted, family first, and then, you find your gaming time. He has to prioritize what time he has to game. He's like a really nice guy. I was happy to be invited to any branch of Dads of Destiny, and I am a dad, so if I fit right in.
Awesome. I like that.
Did everyone?
Think so.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. Boom, did you answer?
What's that?
Answer your own question.
Answer my own question. Okay.
Ping pong, right back to him.
Okay. Before I joined DoD, I was actually the leader of a clan of about 70-ish people. Just drama, a bunch of stuff happened, and I wanted something a little bit more friendly, something else that would work around my schedule for work and just life in general. And found out that DoD is a thing, and hopped on board, took my closest friends with me.
Nice. Abandoned ship.
Well, no, I set up leaders
Who
and
says the
stuff like
captain
that
has to go down
beforehand.
with the ship? No, I know.
At least you're a responsible, clan leader that rolled out and, tried to keep it going, before you bailed.
We were active from, I think, I started that clan within the first 2 weeks of Destiny 2's launch. And we lasted until last season before.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was just too much drama, a little bit testosterone issues, young kids, stuff like that. I just couldn't handle it anymore as the leader, trying to get everything going, keeping everyone happy, and so I decided to go somewhere else where my skills would be needed and appreciated.
Outstanding.
Well, they are most appreciated.
That could be one of the best interviews we've had so far.
I liked it. It was a nice balance. Thank you
Boom,
very
you
much.
came prepared. I'm impressed.
I do my best.
Okay, up next is the roundtable discussion, and this category or question came from Boom. So I'm not sure if any one of us can answer this, but Boom. But there is a
Don't count on him.
mechanic in Destiny now that's actually challenging in the PvE part. Boom.
The Grandmaster Nightfall. So, pretty much it's kind of the end-all be-all of PvE. It's where you go to really challenge yourself, since raids are kind of too easy anymore. I've taken, oh god, I don't know how many people through them now in the clan. Just last, I think 2 weeks ago was Arms Dealer Grandmaster. I think I ran 5 newbies through it.
Nice.
Yeah, that was last week. Yep.
Yeah, last week. Thank you, VA. But I mean, they're definitely challenging, especially this week. It's been kicking me around a bit. But it's
challenging. Is it way too many ads, or the boss just?
I mean, there's like 30 champions, 2 tanks, the incinerators that can one-shot you. Because this week is unfortunately contestant mode, which means pretty much everyone, as soon as you load in, doesn't matter your previous light level, you are all only 1325.
Huh.
Ooh.
Which is 25 lower than cap, because you have to be 1350 for Grandmaster.
I love how Bungie makes you work to get to a certain point and then takes it away from you.
Yep, they do love doing that.
Just for funsies. Just to make it more fun.
It's like buying your 16-year-old a car and saying, "Oh, you're late. You're 5 minutes late from getting home. The car's fine now." It's like, why?
Yep.
Why do it?
The other cool feature is you see it now more in the Lost Sectors. The Legend Lost Sectors is limited lives. So if you're trying to be a hero and get killed, not only can you not respawn, you have to be revived. You waste precious lives. So it's kind of a definitely pay attention, watch your surroundings, especially since there's no mini map.
That's me at least.
Yes.
I'm like, I take it slow and use ranged.
Kind of take it slow, but you do only have 45 minutes to complete it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. You can only go but go slow and carefully.
It's true.
So I've seen, throw my 2 cents in. I have not done one yet because I am a bit low on light level. But I've seen a lot of different videos on YouTube with cheese spots. Since you run through it a lot, do you use the cheese spots, or do you, play straight through?
First of all, they actually patched those already. That was the update beginning of the week, the 18 megabyte update. They patched it so you can't anymore. But me personally, I prefer not to try to use a bunch of cheeses in the game. It seems like it defeats the purpose of even playing it. If I can't do it legitimately, then what's the point? I feel much better completing it as is than having to cheat and win. That's like winning a race by kicking everyone else over.
Especially something like the Grandmaster.
It's going to the lighthouse by cheating, and it's just...
Yeah, see, that's like when Trials members cheat.
We spend a lot of money on this game. We should have a choice.
I mean, true, and that's why I don't knock anyone who does it.
You give me a fire team, give me Selina and BC, and give us a really hard task, and we may fail a couple times, but we'll get there and we'll feel good. But if I want to solo on some cheese, because the drop rate is 1 in 2,000, I'm gonna do it.
I understand that. I mean, I used kind of a cheese when I had to do the solo dungeons, but the flawless solo dungeons. I used the cheese or two just to get through it because legitimately it was a headache.
/ impossible. It's not impossible.
It's not impossible. I mean, I'll put the title on.
No,
I've never done a
obviously.
Grandmaster, well, so I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I just don't need it. But
Here you go.
good topic. Boom. Did
We
VA
lost.
get kicked?
We lost
got
VA.
Okay, well,
There she is.
That was fast.
She's back.
how do we know it's the same VA witch though? It could be somebody totally different.
Oh, my audio is kind of iffy tonight on the chat, so I was
We're not
trying
listening to
see
you
if I
anyway,
could
doesn't
get a little
matter.
better.
Oh,
Just kidding. I love having you here, VA. Be here every
Oh,
week, please.
snap.
Okay, up next we have Selina's segment. Selina, what's your segment called?
hot topics.
What's your hot topic for this week?
So I don't know if this is actually a hot topic. I could be like ill-informed,
hot topic.
uninformed. Yeah, I know, right?
You're the commissioner, so it
Boom.
is because you say so.
Boom. Oh, okay. I get it. Nice. Hot topics. So this is actually kind of like a dual meaning hot topic for me. Because my hot topic is now that we have had some time to mourn, you're going to hate me for this, Boom,
Don't you
mourn the
dare.
passing of Cade
No,
6.
I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore.
He's gonna leave. Where are you going?
He
We've
went
had
and
some
sat in the
time.
corner.
We've had some time to mourn the passing of Cade
Not
6.
enough.
Not enough for some people, but we've had some time. So it likely goes to wonder, like, who is going to be our next Hunter Vanguard?
Right here.
Are you saying you? Spooder Man? Spooder Man? Okay. Yeah, no. Personally, you know, I think we are all thinking the same thing, or at least we all.
Unfortunately.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that it's been made official. I think we're all just thinking that, and maybe Bungie will, you know, throw us some weird.
I think we have
kinda-
another season or two before
Yeah.
Well,
that happens.
I think it's a
Because
season,
There's got to be a
maybe.
little bit more development.
But
But yeah, it's pretty much a done deal.
it's happening. It's happening.
on that, if
Was there
you
any
did
dissension?
Cade's mission, if you did Cade's special mission for after his death,
Yeah.
you do realize that he said whoever kills him,
Yep.
Hunter or not, they will be the next Hunter Vanguard. That is his ruling.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
it just
you're-
happens to be another Hunter Vanguard.
Okay.
Yep. The
You're so
the
you
gambit.
are like
Hunter's
accepting
Dare,
of
I
the
think it
lore
is.
at least.
Oh yeah,
and
no,
I
the
am, yes.
Vanguard
Okay.
Dare. That's what
Okay.
it is.
Vanguard Dare, thank you.
You are
Yeah.
begrudgingly accepting of the lore.
I think a lot of people are begrudgingly accepting of
Oh
of the
man,
writing on the wall.
he's wormed his sexy little way into my heart. That's for sure. Hey
But-
man,
I'll
anybody
give it
come
to
down
Bungie.
here and check out this man's package? P.S. Sorry.
Whoa.
He has a large box down here delivered from UPS, I believe. Yes. Has everybody seen it?
I gotta
No,
call
but
the
you got
elephant in
me
the room.
curious.
Who are we talking about? People that don't know everything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry, people who don't know
We are
everything.
talking
we are
about
talking
the
about
Crow.
the Crow, aka
But-
formerly known as
I was gonna
the
say,
artist
AKA.
known as Aldrin Sov.
Yeah.
So following the
Okay.
lore, you know, Aldrin killed Cade. Crow is somebody different.
True.
Yeah.
We all well, most
Yes,
of us know this.
Technically.
Most of us know this.
Technically,
Now,
and
if
even
you,
by
if
the
you take an
lore-
egg and make an omelet, is
and
it
even by
that
the
different?
Vanguard's rules, though.
No,
That's
because
the
all
thing,
of his
too.
essence,
Even by
all
the
of his
Vanguard's
eggy
rules.
essence was taken away from him and then put in with new eggy essence.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you had an emote where you could hug the crow, would you?
Yes,
Yes.
at this point, after what he's been doing
Sweet
for Zavala
baby,
this
yes.
season, I would.
Bungie's smart. They're waiting for the crow to do us enough favors
No.
for us to forget that he killed Cade.
Yeah,
And
I'll
it's
never
not the
forget.
same guy. It's not the
Oh,
same
no,
guy.
Aldrin killed Cade. Crow did not. I mean, even by the Vanguard's own rules.
Same shell. Doesn't matter. He's a bad guy.
But yeah, same shell, different eggy essence.
Wow,
Yeah,
different
by
eggy
that,
essence is going to be the name of this video.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for
Well,
that.
strong.
Could
Watch-
never
watch-
be a cool
watch my
Autobot
feed
because
tomorrow.
he was a
I'm sorry for
Decepticon.
that.
Yeah.
A different
But-
eggy essence.
So was there any dissension though? Was there? I mean, there is possibilities that oh goodness, Elsie's sister. Why can't I think of her name?
Anna?
Bray. Thank you.
She's disappeared,
so
though,
sorry.
and she's too worried about
I was gonna say,
Rasputin.
she's too worried about Rasputin to be worried about it. I don't see her.
I don't see
taking
her
that on.
either. It's obvious. In my eyes, it's obvious it's going to be Crow.
She's and she's a renegade. I mean, yes, which is kind of like what Kate was in a way, but I don't think that's what the Hunters need right now. I think the Hunters need a
somebody
present leader to guide
cares?
them at this point because
Yeah.
they've been so. I mean, you think about it; they've been unmoored now for what, almost 3 years.
Oh,
So,
Not long enough.
you're just so
Warlock's best race,
bitter.
but
So bitter.
I mean, sadly enough, being a warlock, we haven't been in much better position because our Vanguard has just decided to not
Keep
give
taking
up.
over the
Just
horizon.
silenced herself. Bungie silenced her.
Listen. She makes sandwiches in the tower. She's useful.
Stop it.
Ooh.
But I bet she does make killer sandwiches if she does
bet
make
she
sandwiches.
does.
But she ain't
She
making
got that
sandwiches
ramen
for
shop
a
right there.
man. She's making sandwiches for herself. Thank you very much.
She making
And they
sandwiches
are
for
dang
everybody 'cause
tasty
she's nice.
sandwiches. Dang tasty
This
sandwiches.
is a real life question. Do you think that they diminished Ikora's role because she was pissed that Cade was killed off? Because they are.
She was
friends in
more
real life.
accepting of it than
They
Zavala
were
was
both
at the
on
time.
Firefly, so they worked together in the past.
Okay, now you're taking it out of the universe. You're taking it out of the universe because
I am. That's what I said.
And
real life.
honestly, I don't think so because Ikora was already put towards the back seat by Forsaken.
Because she was afraid of, because
Yep,
in the very
losing her
beginning she
light.
lost her light, so it made her, they branded her as kind of a coward, it seemed like, to me anyway.
She's much more
That's kinda
cautious
sad.
about her actions.
It is sad.
Yeah, that's a better way to put it, yeah, which...
You know,
Now,
kind of
Kate-
like Zavala's, and I think just as cautious in a different way. Like Ikora is more personally cautious for her actions versus Zavala is looking through,
Well,
He's, like, tactically
everything.
cautious.
Yeah, tactically cautious to everybody, which is, I think,
She can-
hamstrung the Vanguard a bit.
If she can mess up Shax like she did, I would want her in my fire team.
True.
Serious?
that's
True.
hilarious. Yeah,
True.
She's the
Not
only
to
one
go
who's
down-
ever beat
not-
Shax.
yeah.
Have to go
That's how he
down lore
broke his
street.
horn.
Yep.
But Bungie had plans to kill Cade off in D1. They didn't realize the popularity of him, so they kept him around as long as possible.
He's the only
It's a
reason I
financial
played
issue.
the game.
Stop it.
It was a financial issue. I remember seeing a trailer where the Crow was like pointing a gun at your D1 Guardian, going, "Why is this whole city giving me heat?" Because he killed Cade. He didn't know
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Well,
Oh,
they
yeah?
said that they're reusing a lot of the story beats from D1 that got scrapped at the last minute into the last few
A lot of
seasons
locations too.
and
Yeah.
locations now that they are no longer beholden to, Activision or really anybody. They can chart their own path, and I think Bungie, in some ways, storytelling wise, is better for their divorce from Activision. But time will tell if losing those resources, I think, was a good choice. You know,
So
it was a good trade.
To nip
I
this
have
in
a
the bud,
question.
we're halfway through the podcast, and we're halfway through the material. So, Selena, this not hot topic you were wondering, it's a very hot topic. It's sizzling. It's glowing red hot topic.
No,
But
come on.
BC, did you have one final comment on the hot
I
topic?
do. I have one final comment. Since we are in the helm, where the Crow is, what are your takes on him whistling Savathan's song?
I've heard so much about this.
You-
Y'all are taking
you
it.
already know how I feel about it.
Y'all are taking
think
it.
It's a catchy
Easter
tune.
egg.
You can't get
My
it.
but I
answer
think it's
is
just
not
an Easter
PC, so...
Yes. That's exactly what I think. Thank you, VA.
My only
I
question
think, yeah.
for Bungie when it comes
I don't
to
think
the
it-
crow, why can't we get the crow's cloak? I want the crow's cloak.
Oh, totally,
Because
yes.
you're not the crow, and it's a crow.
Like, hey, you got
I
a
have
promotion,
Cade
so give us
Six's
your
cloak
full loot.
in my pool. I can put on his. I can put on everybody else. I don't have crows. I want crows. Bungie, hello, Bungie. I want crow's cloak available.
Oh my
I'll do a raid
gosh.
for it.
Bite your tongue about a raid. Ooh.
Okay,
Ah!
Selena, do you want to wrap up your segment here?
I'm gonna go
Nah.
run his.
See what it
Other
is.
than, I'm really being excited about was it 2 weeks ago where we got the cutscene with the crow, basically doing the thing
Sure.
and saving what's his face and I don't know, spoilers, I guess, if somebody
and
has
the
done it.
name of your segment is?
Hot topics.
There we go. That's a transition. VA, you are up. What is your segment called?
Top 3. And for this week, top 3 is, what is your favorite food or drink to consume while gaming, D2 or otherwise?
Wow. VA, why
Depends
don't you
on
go
the-
first? VA goes first because she knew the answer hours ago. Set the tone. Set the tone.
Yeah, figures. So I like to consume my my hard cider for beverage, and then for food, I like to either munch on some Cheez-Its or Klondike bars.
Nice.
What would you do for
I
a
know,
Klondike
seriously.
bar?
I always diss that one, but at this point now, yeah, Klondike Crunchy is my evening crack. So
Nice.
Okay, I guess I'll
So
go.
there's mine.
I have my water bottle that has some water in it, so it's not a total lie. But it's a usually some kind of a sports drink, Crystal Light or Mio flavored water with vodka. So that's why my gameplay gets
Vodka.
worse as the time goes on.
Nah.
For snack, any kind of chip. I like jalapeno Pringles, or when it comes to sweets, Swedish Fish or Skittles are very popular. And tropical Sour Patch Kids. Those are awesome.
Oh.
yes.
No, the watermelon ones. Watermelon Sour Patch. that's my favorite.
So, for me, depending on the time of day, but majority of the time it's vodka, whether it be a vodka martini or just straight
I'm
vodka.
getting so tired of being your hero,
Or,
BC.
if it's in the morning, a vodka OJ, just like
You
get that
know.
vitamin C in there, be responsible.
Just sometimes, yeah, but most of the times it's usually some kind of vodka if I have a drink. But I mean, I play for grown-up time. This is what I do to relax. So why not have a relaxing drink?
No one's judging.
Here.
Who cares?
Snacks, I generally don't eat when I'm gaming because I don't like having crumbs or grease on my hands, like from chips and stuff when I'm playing. So, and then if I'm talking to people, then I have to keep muting the mic because I don't want to chew in people's ears. So
Thank you for that.
I usually don't eat while I game.
Right now,
I-
Dred's going, what's wrong
It's a
with
gaming faux pas in case anybody doesn't know that. Do not, to mute yourself if you're eating. Nobody wants to hear you chew your food.
And let people know
Please.
that you're muting because you're chomping on food, as opposed to where'd so and so go? They're not talking. They've been awfully quiet. I've gotten that one. People are like, I haven't heard VA in a while. Is she still here?
But then you can
I'm
unmute
not a
yourself real
quiet
quick,
gamer.
and I understand, if
Yeah.
just be like, hey, I'm eating, and then mute yourself again.
that? Selena, you got an answer?
Yeah, I'm kind of along the lines with BC. I don't really like to eat while I game. Although I do get these peanut butter pretzel bites from Aldi that are amazing, and they're not greasy, which is the main thing. Because I hate sticking my hand into something and then onto my controller, and then my controller's all slippy slidey, and I'm like, ah. But as far as the other two, definitely some form of sugar-free Red Bull, because, I want to be healthy. Drink sugar.
I'm not sure the sugar's going to make a big difference with being healthy.
In my mind.
And
then with Shady, the Mio water, which the energy again. I get the energy flavor Mio water. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. But so yeah, typically cherry or the acai flavor berry.
Anyone
Mio.
not answer yet? Boom.
I think Boom.
I
yeah,
have not.
Boom hasn't.
Any sort of alcohol beverage and jerky sticks.
Wow, that's like the go-to. That's like the if you walk into the gaming
jerky sticks.
Valhalla,
Yep.
that's what you're gonna have at your station.
Heck yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
jerky sticks are something you can eat, and they're not going to be too greasy.
Actually,
you know?
as a snack,
Pop
beef
pizza?
jerky's up. I mean, it's not good for you, but it's a lot better than a candy bar or potato chips.
Yeah.
I mean,
least
there's a lot
there's
of salt
protein to it.
in. Yeah, there's it's meat, but there's a lot of salt. But
Yeah.
you get more salt in potatoes. Okay, with that in mind, I think VA's segment is over. Nice job, as always. Up next, our fake Twitter questions. And these are fake Twitter questions because none of us that I know of have a Twitter account, and therefore no one can submit a
I
Twitter
do.
question.
I guess about
I-
posting.
If people want to submit questions to Boom or VA, you're more than welcome to it. They can relay them to me, and we will answer them in a timely fashion. And as
Timely-ish.
always, the people that send in these fake Twitter questions don't exist, but I take all the names from Impractical Jokers. This is from the name game where they have to be a receptionist in a lobby of strangers, and they have to say these names out loud without laughing. But the thing is, most of these names could be a gamer name easily. So they're not like catching us by surprise. It's like, that's not even funny. I saw freaking Burnt Toast the other day. I mean, it's just stupid stuff out there.
I did a raid with somebody named Eternal Anus.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
I've seen Mr. McPeepee out there. It's like, really? I mean,
Nice.
that's you could do. You could pick any name in the universe and you're going with that. And speaking of Impractical Jokers, I saw 2 recent interviews with Joe Gatto and Brian Quinn, and they are both huge gamers. We're talking 50 hours a week gamers.
nice.
Joe
Who are
loves
those for
Assassin.
those of us that do not know who they are?
Look up Impractical Jokers on YouTube.
They are
try to
the
embarrass them.
funniest.
They have to say whatever the people in the back tell them to say. They have earpieces. They have to try to embarrass themselves as much as possible.
They're 4 friends that like prank each other by having them do like stupid stuff in
really
public,
embarrassing things.
like
Oh,
in
okay.
public to like unsuspecting people.
Yeah. It's like Jackass, but much more friendly.
Okay.
Joe loves Assassin's Creed. That's his favorite game.
Wow.
And Q is a big into Fallout, to the point where when a new Fallout title comes, he tells the producers, "You can't film for 2 weeks. You're not going to see me for 2 weeks until I'm done with Fallout." the whole sitcom gets put on hold when Fallout comes out.
That's amazing.
Nice.
That's how
That
much of a
is
gamer he
wonderful.
is.
Hey, I
And-
take off the first day of launch, so yeah.
And the camera was in his apartment. He had actual real pinball games behind him and real arcade games, and he had every system known to man for gaming, from Pong on up.
That's impressive.
And
Nice.
during the interview, Borderlands and Destiny was mentioned
Ooh.
back to back.
Nice.
Yes. So when they watch this, there's a shout out to him. Okay, so fake Twitter questions. Everyone has to answer. Again, these people are made up by the Impractical Jokers. Henny Cabbagehead asks, "What is your favorite pizza chain?" Selena.
Probably a local place here called Northern Lights Pizza. They do have a couple stores, so small franchise.
A chain would be more than one. That's the only.
Yeah, small franchise. Small franchise.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they do sell. They probably sell it online. They do sell their garlic, like you know how Papa John's has like the garlic butter thing that they are whatever. the Northern Lights pizza is way better. Has like real like herbs and like spices in there.
Ooh, yeah.
And they
why
actually
is the
sell
crust
it.
green, and why do I feel tired after eating it?
That would be awesome.
I, sadly enough, just for general pizza, would have to go with Domino's. It seems to be where I order from the most. I will have to say that I do like Donato's, but only the mariachi beef. But if I'm gonna have to go, what's most popular or what I eat the most of, I'm gonna have to go Domino's.
There's no wrong.
Philly cheesesteak pizza.
Awesome.
Nice.
Boom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Little Caesars.
Ooh.
Yay.
Okay. VA.
I'd say that probably it's probably Pizza Hut, and for me it's the garlic Parmesan chicken with bacon and some tomatoes, and I add spinach. Yeah.
Nice.
Really
Yeah,
healthy.
I'm going Pizza Hut for a different reason. In my town, from 11 to 1, they have a buffet. And they have all kinds of stuff out there. You can make an amazing salad with every dressing possible. And then they will bring out pieces that you request. Like you can go up to the counter and go, can I get a meat lovers? And they go, 10 minutes. And it comes out. And they have dessert pizzas. And they have chocolate pudding with whipped cream. And it's all for like $7. It's
That's
like,
old school
nice.
Pizza Hut. Those like don't exist everywhere anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't have
that's
Pizza
old
Hut
school.
period in my town anymore. They closed down
They
here.
used to do that. Like my Pizza Hut where I went to high school used to have a salad bar and chocolate pudding. I definitely remember
Oh my
the chocolate
God,
pudding.
yeah.
And they had a jukebox.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nickel?
Mine, I actually was pregnant with my son, and shortly after, because I was a stay-at-home mom for a while, and that was like my one weekly treat to myself to get out of the house and look at something other than my infant and the four walls. And I went to the local Pizza Hut buffet.
Nice.
And yeah, it was cheap, it was filling, and they didn't hustle me out so I could read my book in between.
Aww.
So, you know,
They better
it worked.
not. Like pregnant mommy. Mm-mm.
No, every fast
Every
food
right
chain,
to.
chairs and tables are designed to get you out of there as fast as possible.
Yeah,
But every right to like
They almost have spikes on them. I'm
Beat
sitting
them
on a
with your
nail
purse.
here. Oh, get the fuck out. I'm sorry. Yes, no.
Shady.
F-bomb was not
Shady's the
Hey,
one
worried about
who
me.
did
You gotta
it.
mark this
Yeah.
on
Shady's
Y'all
the
worried about
one who
me.
did it.
I feel better about myself. I've been
No
being
kidding,
nice.
right? Doesn't mean you can drop a bunch more now, Boom.
No, we're done. That was the one slip.
I'm behaving.
No,
I'm
when it
doing
comes
well.
to the buffets,
Next question. No, next question. We got. We're pushing 45 minutes right now. Actually, we're at 45 minutes. Secret Agent Randy Beans asks, if Destiny did not exist, what game would you be playing right now?
Oh, God.
Boom, I'm going with you first because you have almost as many hours as I. I mean, half.
Yeah.
Of them, but you have
So-
some hours.
I have about the same amount of hours in Destiny 2 as I do in the Dark Souls franchise.
Okay.
So if I didn't play Dark Souls, I would have about almost 6,000 hours on Destiny 2.
So if Destiny didn't exist, would you have
God.
6,000 hours? in
Isn't Dark Souls like hard?
Definitely. No, it's a joke.
Oh, stop
now,
it.
does
Look
this
who you're talking
include
to, Selena.
Bloodborne?
Come on now. Yes, I've platinumed all of them.
Nice.
Damn.
BC?
I have two choices, two options. So I figure it would be either between Ghost of Tsushima or the Metal Gear franchise. Like I love the Metal Gear franchise, so probably one of those.
Valid. Selena?
I'd probably
it's not
go
God
through.
of War, I know that.
Yep, it's not gonna be God of War.
There's
I'd
still
probably, no offense to people
still
that like God of
echoes
War.
from that.
No offense. But no, I'd probably go through the Assassin's Creed games, the majority of them. I would assume, and probably as much as I'm resistant to Ghost of Tsushima, at least until like I wanted it at a severe discount because it's definitely not as pretty as Horizon Zero Dawn.
Agreed.
So,
Okay.
unpopular opinion.
I'd have to say poker, probably either Providence Poker on the PlayStation, or I would just be off the PlayStation and playing
Sad
poker or puzzle games on the computer. I just don't play a lot of video games these days. I don't have the money or the time.
Okay. This is an odd story because if I knew about Warframe before I knew about Destiny, I would be having a Warframe podcast with 4 of my friends, and I'd have 10,000 hours into Warframe. But I didn't know about it until afterwards.
Well,
Lucky
so,
us.
Here's the thing. I'll go with that. I played Warframe, but Warframe underwent a lot of changes. I think if you would have got into Warframe at the time you got into Destiny, you wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah, it was so pay to win at first.
It was. My kid showed it to me, and it was like, oh, that's an interesting concept. But yeah.
I remember playing. I actually did play that first before coming to Destiny, and I was, I'd bust out 12 hours a week just trying to get one thing, and then the guy next to me bought it for $19.99.
Ouch.
That's
Okay,
about the way it goes
up next,
in the games.
next question. Janice Fat asked, what was your first big-time noob moment in any game?
Oh, jeez.
BC?
I'm going to stick with Destiny, and I'm going to say my first big-time noob moment in Destiny was when I first bought Destiny. I was so excited for getting it, and I wanted to try content that I couldn't do, and I tried to go into Crota and do the raid without anybody. And didn't look up any videos.
That's cute. That's cute.
Didn't look up any videos. Didn't know anything.
That's
Just I cleared the first part where it made the bridge. Well, that took me like 2 times to figure out how to walk across the bridge, and then got into the dark part and proceeded to die a lot.
Yikes.
So yeah,
Selena?
noob moment there.
Mine is probably a random Final Fantasy. The first time I got hit with a zombie status, and then tried to heal myself.
Instant death.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
VA?
Oh my. God, I've been gaming for so long. I actually would probably say one of the more memorable ones was Destiny, because this is my first FPS, and it was probably the first time that I went into PvP and just kept finding the enemy with my face. Because, I pop around the corner, not watching my radar, or I'd run out of bullets, and I'm right there in the open, and I'm reloading and promptly get shot. So
Bambi's mom.
I was great at calling out the enemy. Hey, there's 4 of them on B. So yeah, that would probably be the one I can remember.
That's useful. It's useful info, though.
It was.
I don't really have a lot of noob moments in Destiny, but
Oh, you had to have one.
Oh, it doesn't have to be in Destiny, does it?
In any game.
Yes. Okay.
okay. Probably Bloodborne. Very first time I ever played it, I dodge rolled off the map in the very beginning.
Hey, you gotta see if there's fall damage in any game. You gotta check that.
It wasn't that. I don't know what I was trying to accomplish, honestly, to this day. And I learned that if you press double circle, you dodge roll forward. And
Valid.
that's that.
And you chose to test that right next to a cliff.
Yeah, that was not the smartest thing in my life to do.
Okay, mine was Destiny 1. I was on Mars, on top of a structure. I was farming a cave where, the Vex would spawn every 10 seconds. So I had my Galahorn ready to go, and another Guardian showed up. This is before I knew how to solo queue. The Guardian kept getting in front of me, and I got pissed off. I shot my rocket. I died. He didn't, and he teabagged me for about 30 seconds. Lesson learned.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that was.
Ouch.
Oh wow, I'm a noob. I gotta do better.
Ouch.
Okay, Jury Prizzuto asks, you're on the game show Survivor, and it's the episode where they bring out a family member or a friend to bring you some love. Who's coming for you, and why? BC.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna go with Tardis, my son.
Aw.
And just off the back, it's just gonna be because I want to show him that you can do stuff like this. Like, just put your mind to it, work to it. I made it this far. Let's keep pushing. So it would have to be him.
Selena, I know your answer. It's got to be your sister.
It is my
Why?
sister. It is my very
Why?
sweet sister because she is awesome and she would, I don't know, she would just be like my rock. My little rock. My little sister's sized rock.
Who did we lose?
Awesome.
Shady.
Boom.
We lost Shady.
So,
Who's
hell
coming
you
to
pick
see
Shady?
you on Survivor?
um,
I'm coming back.
I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be a friend. And I can't believe I can only choose one. It would have to be Bad Fanatic or Randall, because I feel like he would be the most passionate to psych me up and just make sure I'm in the right headspace to continue and keep going strong.
Nice.
I got you, VA.
It would probably. Oh, God, I can only pick one. I think it would probably actually, as much as I care for my boyfriend, I think it'd be my son, just because we've been through so much. And, not to be cliche, but he's kind of my reason for living. So, and we share gamers. I'm just very proud that I've raised, such a amazing young man, and we can share geeky stuff. We can share anime, share gaming in different ways. But it's enough that if he says something, I don't glaze over with the I have no idea. And if I go off on my tangent, he kind of goes, okay, I kind of know what you're talking about.
Oh man, that's
So
cute.
yeah,
Okay. Sweet.
that is precious.
And by the way, everybody watching this episode of Survivor is crying because I grab a tissue when I know it's the love issue episode. I grab a tissue. I don't even fight it anymore. It's like I've watched 40 seasons and I cried every time.
Yeah.
So my answer is going to be my daughter. She's 24. Just gave me my first granddaughter 6 months ago. But she is a gamer and she is ultra competitive. So if we were doing a task together, we'd win because she's that competitive. She would carry me to the win.
Nice.
She would do anything she could to win that whatever the challenge was. Okay, up next we got Tammy Shehole. She asked, "Has Destiny changed your life for good, or better, or both?" Boom.
It's gonna have to be both, Shady.
Okay.
Crucible makes me hate myself.
Why do you go there?
Because you have to. The developers decided
have
it was
to.
a great idea to make Crucible
But it's
necessary for
fun.
PvE players.
It's fun once in a while though to like shoot
But-
things that are smarter than stupid AI.
Nah. But when I'm in PvE, it makes me feel great, especially when I accomplish something. If solo or with a fire team, it just makes me feel really great that hey, we did it, we knocked it out, and we can say we won, perfectly. Sometimes perfectly.
Okay, Selena,
What was the question again?
has Destiny changed your life for good or bad or both?
Yeah, both. Why not? Yeah, because it doesn't matter. Sorry, existential crisis for a moment. No, both, right? Because they're both the same. But yeah, good things. All good things about Destiny. I play Destiny. I enjoy Destiny. I like to shoot things. I've told you
BC?
this so many times, Shady. I just want to shoot
Well,
things.
I'm not the only one to be watching this or listening to this, so...
Oh, I'm sorry. I just like to shoot things, and it's a really good game for just wanting to shoot things.
And how is it bad? How has it made your life bad?
Did it say? I thought you said
You
good
did.
or.
You said both.
You said both.
Good,
Oh,
good,
Good,
bad, or
bad,
better.
or both.
Oh, good,
the
bad,
bad
or.
part.
I didn't hear bad in there. I heard good or better.
Okay. You can hear what you want.
I guess I wanted to hear good or better. Good and
Okay.
better.
That's a valid answer. BC?
I'm going to say all good. Just all G-O-O-D good.
Okay.
Perfect example, this podcast. The reason why we started it, the fact that it's still going. Once again, like I said, when I started D1, I was going through some serious real life stuff, and I met somebody through gaming on Destiny that, to this day we're still, really good friends. Heck, I'd even say I'm going to say that's my best friend. So.
Oh, thank you.
He's talking about Nuke.
So I mean,
I know.
that's gonna be it's there's nothing bad about that, and I get to play it with my son. Like, my son is super involved in the game. I actually probably wouldn't even have bought this season if it wasn't for my son. So hey, sounds all good.
Great. VA?
For the most part, I would say definitely it's made my life better. Because, yeah, at first it was something I could do with my son. We don't play together anymore. He's moved on to other games. But through him
Quitter.
bringing me into this game, yeah, well,
Destiny's a gateway
ADD
game.
at its best. But through him bringing me into this game and me joining DoD, Backwater, and now Rocket Sauce, he hit a mental health crisis in 2018, and I had just lost my dad the year before. DoD got me through it, and during 2018, that clan helped keep me sane in between dealing with my son. So I would definitely say it has been better, and now I'm with a gamer boyfriend. So I would say overall Destiny has been good. The bad thing is my house cleaning routine has gone completely down the drain. But honestly, that's probably the worst part of being in Destiny. But overall, I would say that has been a very positive experience since joining the game in 2016.
Okay, I'm going to answer the bad way. If I had spent as much time on Destiny as I could have learning the piano, I'd be playing at Madison Square Garden.
There you go.
10,000 people.
Priorities.
I'm not even sure 5,000 hours is enough to play quite
I have
that
almost
level, my
10,000
friend.
into the franchise. I am 700 short of 10,000 hours in the franchise. The good thing is, though, I have my accomplishments. It makes my ego get stroked a lot. I got signs up. If anybody besides me ever watches my stream, yeah, you're on it. So you may want to check it out. But yeah, I have a lot of accomplishments in Destiny. But the main thing, I've acquired a lot of really good friends, and you guys are all amongst them. And I'm very much an introvert. I have very few real life friends, and that's the way I want it. I don't want someone ringing my doorbell and coming over and going, "I came over to talk." I'm like, I don't want you to be here to talk. I want to go play Destiny. Leave.
Yeah.
Go play
yeah.
Destiny and then join my party, and we can
Yeah,
talk while we both play
Party, and
Destiny.
maybe we can talk then.
Bring your PlayStation, go sit in the other room, and we can talk.
No.
Yeah.
Close the door. I don't want an echo. Close the door.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. That is the Twitter questions, but last week, Selina, VA, I did have a couple of questions that I expected you guys to be there for, and I wrote them
sorry.
just to have men and women in the same answer, and you guys weren't there. But this segment's probably going to go 10 minutes because it went 10 minutes without the females there.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 1: hottest Star Wars character, male or female or both?
I mean,
Star
Han
Wars
Solo.
character or actor? For character?
Han Solo,
Ooh.
both.
Character.
For both.
Oh, darn. Yeah.
And then
Did you
Lando.
have it?
Solo.
Hondo
Han
and then
Solo
Lando.
as a
Or
character.
Hondo.
Hondo.
That's a good answer. That's
Han
a good answer.
and then Lando.
That's both of them
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, I agree. Han Solo followed kind of closely by
Lando
particularly young
Calrissian.
Lando, especially young Lando.
Yes, young Lando. Not today, Lando. No.
No,
maybe
no,
still,
like
maybe
Kristen
still
Glover,
today, Han.
Kristen Glover,
Maybe still today,
yeah.
Han.
Oh, you mean okay? So you mean Childish Gambino? You don't mean Billy
Also
D.
known as
Williams?
Kristen
Oh no!
Glover, but
Oh. See, I was talking about back in the day, old school Lando.
yes. Nah, Billy D. never
Billy
quite
D.
did
Williams.
it for me. But Harrison Ford, until
He's
the
just
last
so
few
smooth
years, was still looking
talking.
good.
But yes, you are very. I haven't seen that particular one, so. But yes, Childish Gambino slash
Daniel Glover.
Kristen Glover.
No,
Boom,
Danny.
boom. You got a
Danny.
female.
No, it's not.
No.
Danny
Hottest
Glover
female
is
chick in Star
older
Wars?
guy.
Donald. Thank you, Donald
No.
Glover.
Donald Glover. Oh, Donald
We're all like,
Glover. There we go.
I know we're all wrong. Donald Glover. Well,
Donald
there's
Glover.
there's freaking old school. I'm getting too old for this poop.
Stuff. Yeah. Who is actually no relation to him, which is really funny.
What's that?
I'm gonna have to say Daisy Ridley
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
She's fun.
Ray.
as Rey
Rey,
in
yeah.
the new Star
Nice.
Wars.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I went old school. I went Princess Leia and New Hope.
In the
no-
Oh yeah,
in the
she's
bikini.
definitely. Yep.
Tethered by Java. Come on.
I prefer in the white dress with no bra. The little
Yes.
white roby dress with no
I do.
bra.
I kind of do too.
So.
Yep.
And a couple of us went Han Solo, and then BC brought up Lando Calrissian, and like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next question we asked, expecting females to be involved in the podcast, was how does Star Wars? Mila.
Give me
Star Trek. Star
Just
Trek.
Star Trek.
We
Yeah.
just did that.
I was gonna say Star Wars. We just did.
I knew I heard it somewhere. Star Trek.
Vodka
No.
much, yes?
Started late.
Everybody on the Star Trek: The Next Generation cast, I would bone the girls, the guys, the androids, especially the androids. Brent Spiner in the makeup, not in like the creepy like Independence Day character where he's the weird scientist with the long shaggy hair or whatever. But Data, yes please.
Data was packing.
Data was Tasha Yar, like she got it good from Data. Who else got it good from Data? Somebody else got it good from Data too. That was like in the cast. But anyway, in like an alternate universe, I think. But anyway, yes, everybody.
Yeah,
Geordi,
I'd agree,
Will
most of
Riker,
them.
especially Lieutenant or
Who is still
Captain
looking
Picard.
fabulous.
Oh my God, friggin'
He
Jonathan
could talk
Frakes.
you into it. He
Oh
could
my
talk
God!
you into it.
Beard with the beard though. You have to have the beard. I'm sorry, Will Riker. With the beard, you have to keep the beard. Keep your beard on. Counselor Troy will be over there being like, coaching him because she knows what's in my head. Freaking Dr. Crusher will be like shooting me up with a
holy
hypo
heck.
spray of some freaking like ecstasy. Like yes,
Okay, Selena, holy crap.
We did 20 minutes on this last week.
Selena
Sorry.
went hard in the paint. She's like, oh no, Deanna's
Sorry.
got to be there because she's going to tell you what's in my
We did
head.
20
Yep.
minutes on this last week with a 16-year-old in the party.
That's funny.
Okay, when
I
it
would
comes-
agree most of TNG, but also 7 of 9 from Voyager.
Yeah,
Gosh,
that's-
she's
Riot.
ridiculously
I wanted to go-
hot. I'd be
I
so
wanted to go
self-conscious
Counselor
the
Troy.
whole time.
In the first season, because he wore that short dress,
Yeah.
amazing. But then when 7 and 9 showed up, that, as I said last week, God high-fived angels after he made that.
That's
I finally
crazy.
got it right.
And the little
I
eye
finally got it
thingy,
right.
I don't know, it's weird, but it makes her hotter.
It makes it harder because
She's like, ooh,
not
she's
perfect.
still part Borg.
She's like
She's not fully like,
9.9% perfect.
yeah. She's like,
She's not 10.
she's
She's
still
a
part
9.9.
Borg. They couldn't remove that part of the Borg from her.
But she's also
dangerous.
aged well. That's the other thing.
Oh
Her
yeah,
design, oh my
she
God,
looks great. Yeah.
Not everybody has aged well from any of those casts, but she's one of them has managed to cheat the aging gods. So. Well, that didn't take me 20 minutes.
It took like 15.
Boom
Okay.
hasn't answered yet.
Has anyone not answered the Star Trek
I think
question?
that would be boom.
I answered
So-
last week.
Here's the thing. I don't think I've ever watched Star Trek. Except for, like, the most recent new one.
Discovery.
Okay, all right.
But I will say,
Anyone
I know of the
listening
cast.
to us the last hour and a half just left.
I will say I do know some of the cast and the older ones. I'm gonna have to say Famke Janssen, whatever her name is.
She wasn't.
Is that from
in,
Deep Space Nine or?
No.
Generation.
She's not in. No. Who she play?
I like the chick that played
She
Dak
plays-
from Deep
Because
Space
Frank
Nine.
Jansen is only 44 years old, and so when Star Trek Next Generation was on 30 years ago, she'd have been 15.
She could have been in D Space Nine or Voyager, or she could have
Are you
been in
thinking
one
the
of the
Doctor?
movies.
No, it says Star Trek Next Generation actresses.
Wow, she must have done a guest spot. She was not a regular.
No.
Definitely not a regular.
I would imagine so, but I really liked
Who are
her
we
as
talking
Jean
about?
Grey. She's Jean
Okay,
Grey in
yes.
X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Yep.
She's super
Were
attractive.
you going, I have no idea who the actress is?
Yep. I have no idea. Hey, that's okay because that
Frank
happened with
Jensen
me.
is hot.
That happened with me with Star Wars last week. The chick that I picked in Star Wars, nobody knew who she was. I couldn't think of her. She was
Who'd
one
you
of the. What's her? Katie Marie Tran.
Oh yeah.
That played Rose.
See, you guys know her.
Okay, I know her, but I also, in my defense though, I also go to cons. I went to Creation Cons when those were still a big thing. I've been to Dragon Con. When they come back up, I'm going to Wizard Cons and Heroes and Villains. So,
Oh, nice.
you know, yes, I have my Trekker card. I've met a great many. I got to meet DeForest Kelly before he died. I've met James Doohan a couple times before he died. I met George Takei. I have met most of the Star Wars cast up to the Enterprise level, and I haven't met any Discovery yet.
Yeah. You said Star
I
Wars.
said Star Wars. Okay, well, I've met a bunch of Star Wars people too.
And I thought I was bad for
Daniels-
not even knowing the show.
Yeah. Anthony Daniels, oh my God, he has got some of the raunchiest and funniest sense of humor. I don't know if it's because he's a Brit or just him, but he's hilarious. But yeah, that's kind of why I know. It's like a Pam Jameson in Next Generation. So, but yeah.
Wow, okay. That ends the Fate Twitter questions and the reprise. I just knew you girls wanted to weigh in on this because it's not going to go up again because we already did it. I just gave you a chance to weigh in, and that was a good 10 minutes of more Star Wars and Star Trek. Okay, up next are the stats from last week, and they're down, and I think I know why. The past 3 weeks, we were at 140 and over 200 2 weeks ago. Last week, we were at 80 views. One comment from Dredd talking about education, but we did have 4 likes, and for the first time, Selena, no dislikes. So thank you for not disliking my feed.
Stop it.
I'm
I'm so mad I just bit my lip.
The reason why our views were down, ladies, because neither one of you were on the podcast. I firmly believe that the female aspect of the podcast doubles our views. I'm serious. We will find out in the coming week when this podcast airs with 2 females. If we hit over 200 again, it's going to be confirmed. And with that in mind, I have a business model for you 2 guys, 2 girls. Selena VA, I'm going to tax you with making your own podcast about anything. If it wants to be about Destiny, be like the girls of Destiny, or the Guardian Girls.
Oh, there you go. You
Try
can
to
get
get
your
a third
Facebook
female.
friends in it.
I caveat that with after I move. I am moving next month, so.
And I'm also offering myself and BC are willing, and probably Boom, willing to be guests on your podcast.
You're funny.
Because I think it would be successful.
I'll be a ghost host.
I like the idea. I'm moving first,
You
and
gotta
then
find
I
a
am
time
all
where
about
you
it.
can all show up.
Oh my
But
gosh.
I do have a public service announcement. 2 of my recent videos I posted had been attacked by a computer scam.
Oh, no.
If you get a view on your video that starts with V as in Victor, O as in Oscar, N as in Nancy, dot anything, LOL, dot black. It's a computer scam to try to steal your information. If you get VOM as in Mary, same thing. It's a scam. I had 2 on my last 3 videos posted. I did the research, and YouTube said, "Ooh, no, don't click on that link. You need to go to the link and go to the right. You'll see 3 dots, vertical dots. Click on that and hit report, and then it'll be reported to YouTube, and the comment will be erased."
Good to know.
So that's a
Gotcha. Well, I don't click on
that,
strange links anyways.
Right.
Well, I try to give people that I know a thumbs up or whatever and reply to them, but I was like, what the heck is VON? Like, what was that stand for something? And I did the research and it said, oh, it's a scam on YouTube. Okay, here's the outro. Where can we find everybody? BC?
Well, since we've got this new sponsor, I'm going to work on getting that and seeing if it's something that I can set up personally. If not, then soon I will have a separate YouTube channel just for the stream.
Excellent. Selena?
You can find me on YouTube, which I am currently on. Hello, everybody. 2 people all by person. It's only 1 person. Hi, Dan, probably. YouTube, SelinaKyle1981. Thank you.
VA?
You can find me on Twitch or YouTube at VA_witch, which is also my PSN handle. So.
Nice. Boom?
Sometimes you can find me on Twitch, Boom Shakalaka, just like my PSN username. I hope.
I am ShadyVale35. Cleverly, you can find me at YouTube on ShadyVale35. No space between the letters and the numbers. But the clan has spoken. We are done. Great episode, people. I'd like to have everyone come back next week. And if you can't, let me know ahead of time so we can figure out what's going on and get a substitute. But I prefer this lineup. And if anyone has an idea for a guest for next week, hey, just bring it up. BC's in charge of the booking, but if you have someone that you're talking to them about, hey, I'm on a podcast. Like, that's really cool. You want to be a guest? And yeah, sure. We'll hook them up. We haven't had a bad guest yet. Thanks, Boom. I appreciate it.
Of course.
VA, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys. It's been lots of fun every week.
Selena, thank you so much. I appreciate it. How about a meow meow to come on to set this up? Come on, something positive.
Meow meow.
There you go,
Yeah.
BC. Thank you very much, BC.
Thank you. I am Iron Man.
Just don't disrupt reality.
I believe we are clear.
Woot woot.
What up?
Welcome back,
You
Dan.
could have been a part of all that.
Do you